I was helping my mother sort through old documents when I found the envelope. It was hidden in the back of her closet, behind Christmas decorations from the 1980s. Yellow with age. Sealed. "What's this, Mom?" I asked, holding it up. My mother's face went white. "Don't open that." "Why not?" "Please, Sarah, just put it back." But I'd already opened it. Inside was a birth certificate. My birth certificate. But the name on it wasn't Sarah Williams. It was Emma Rodriguez. Born August 12th, 1976, in San Antonio, Texas. Parents, Maria and Carlos Rodriguez. "Mom," I said slowly. "Who is Emma Rodriguez?" My mother started crying. "You are. My name is Sarah Williams. Or at least, that's what I've been called for 47 years. I grew up in Boise, Idaho. My mother, Catherine Williams, raised me alone. She told me my father had died in a car accident before I was born. It was always just the two of us. Mom was a good mother, loving, protective, maybe a little overprotective. We moved around a lot when I was young. Different cities, different states. She said it was for work. She was a nurse. Nurses can find work anywhere. We finally settled in Boise when I was 8. And we stayed, built a life. I went to school, made friends, grew up normal. I never questioned my origin story. Why would I? Mom had photos of herself pregnant, photos of me as a baby. A birth certificate that said Sarah Williams, born in Boise, Idaho. Everything seemed legitimate. In 2023, my daughter convinced me to take a DNA test for Mother's Day. "It'll be fun, Mom. We can see our ethnicity together." I did it to make her happy. Expected to see some Irish, maybe some German, based on what Mom had told me about our family. The results came back in June 2023. Ethnicity: 78% Mexican, 15% Spanish, 7% Indigenous American. I stared at those results for 20 minutes. Mexican? Spanish? My mother was blonde, blue-eyed. She'd always told me we were Irish-German, that I'd gotten my dark hair and brown eyes from my father's side. Then I looked at DNA matches. First match. Carlos Rodriguez, father. 1,632 match, shared DNA. Father. My father wasn't dead. He was alive. And his name was Carlos Rodriguez. I drove to my mother's house with the DNA results printed out. "Mom, we need to talk." She took one look at my face and knew. "What did you do?" "I took a DNA test. For fun. Except it wasn't fun. It says my father is alive. His name is Carlos Rodriguez. He lives in Texas." Mom sat down slowly. Her hands were shaking. "Sarah. And my ethnicity is Mexican and Spanish, not Irish, not German. So who am I?" "You're my daughter. You're Sarah." "Mom, I found a birth certificate in your closet. It says Emma Rodriguez. Is that me?" The silence stretched between us. Finally, Mom whispered, "Yes." "Start from the beginning and tell me the truth." So she did. My mother, Catherine Williams, had been a labor and delivery nurse in San Antonio, Texas in 1976. She was 32, unmarried, desperate to have a child. She'd tried to get pregnant for years, had multiple miscarriages, been told she'd never carry a child to term. "I was working the night shift on August 12, 1976, Mom said. A woman came in, Maria Rodriguez. She was in labor, alone, no husband, no family. She was young, scared. She gave birth to me. Yes, a healthy baby girl. I cleaned you up, weighed you, brought you to her. She held you for maybe 5 minutes. Then she looked at me and said, 'I can't keep her. I'm not ready. I can't do this.'" "So she gave me up for adoption?" Mom's face crumpled. "No. She was confused, in shock. She'd just given birth. I should have waited. Should have called social services. Should have done everything by the book. What did you do? I took you. During the night shift. I took you and I left. Changed your name. Changed your birth date by 3 days. Moved to Idaho." The room started spinning. "You kidnapped me. I saved you. Your birth mother didn't want you. She was going to give you up anyway. That wasn't your decision to make?" I know it wasn't. But I'd wanted a baby for so long. And you were right there. And I told myself I was helping, that Maria Rodriguez was better off without you, that you were better off with me. For 47 years, you let me believe a lie. For 47 years, I raised you, loved you, gave you everything I had. You kidnapped me, Mom. That's not love. That's a crime. I contacted Carlos Rodriguez through the DNA website immediately. He responded within hours. Sarah, or Emma, I can't believe you're real. We've been looking for you for 47 years. Your mother never stopped searching. Please, can we talk? We set up a video call. Carlos Rodriguez was 72 now, gray hair, kind eyes. He started crying the moment he saw me. You look just like her, just like Maria. Tell me what happened. Tell me everything. So he did. He and Maria had been dating in 1975. Young love. They got pregnant. They were scared but excited. They were going to get married, raise the baby together. Maria went into labor on August 12th, 1976. Carlos was at work. He was a mechanic, working the night shift. By the time he got to the hospital, Maria was hysterical. "The baby's gone," she was screaming. "They took my baby." The hospital said there had been a complication, said the baby hadn't survived, showed them paperwork, death certificate for baby girl Rodriguez. But Maria never believed it. I held her. She was alive. She was healthy. They're lying. Carlos thought it was postpartum psychosis. The doctors thought it was grief. Everyone told Maria to accept it and move on. But she never did. She reported it to police, Carlos said, multiple times over the years. They investigated, found nothing, told her she was delusional. Eventually, they stopped taking her seriously. Where is she now? Maria? Carlos's face fell. She died 5 years ago. Cancer. She died still looking for you, still believing you were alive somewhere. I started crying. She never stopped loving you, Carlos continued. She named you Emma. It means whole. She said you made her whole, and then you were gone. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. You were a baby. You didn't choose any of this. I reported Catherine Williams to the police, my mother, the woman who raised me, the woman I loved despite everything. I reported her for kidnapping. The investigation took months. They exhumed records from 1976, found discrepancies, found the fake birth certificate, found evidence that Catherine Williams had been obsessed with having a baby, had been denied adoption multiple times due to psychological evaluations. They arrested her in December 2023. She didn't fight it, confessed immediately, pleaded guilty to kidnapping, falsifying documents, identity theft. She was sentenced to 15 years in prison. She'll be 77 when she gets out. I haven't visited her. I don't know if I ever will. My daughter, her granddaughter, is devastated. Grandma Catherine is the only grandma I've ever known. How can she be a criminal? People are complicated, honey. She loved us, but she also did something terrible. I've met the Rodriguez family now. Carlos, my 2 half-sisters who were born after Maria and Carlos got married in 1978. My nieces and nephews, they welcomed me with open arms, cried when they met me, showed me photos of Maria. I look exactly like her. Same face, same smile, same eyes. She knew you were alive, my half-sister Linda told me. Everyone thought she was crazy, but she knew. A mother knows. For 47 years, I was Sarah Williams, daughter of Catherine Williams, Irish-German heritage, Idaho resident. Now I'm Emma Rodriguez, daughter of Maria Rodriguez and Carlos Rodriguez, Mexican-American, Texan by birth. Who am I really? Some days I don't know. I'm angry at Catherine for stealing my life, for stealing Maria's child, for 47 years of lies, but I'm also grateful. Catherine was a good mother. She raised me well. I had a happy childhood. I became a good person. Would I have been better off with Maria and Carlos? Maybe. Maybe not. I'll never know. Maria died never knowing I was alive, never knowing I was happy. That's the tragedy Catherine created. But I'm alive. I'm here. I have a family. 2 families now. The family that raised me and the family I was born into. DNA testing revealed a crime that went undetected for 47 years. It gave me my identity back. But it also took away the mother I knew. Catherine Williams will spend the rest of her life in prison for loving me the wrong way, And I'll spend the rest of my life trying to figure out who I am, Sarah or Emma, both or neither. Family is complicated, truth is painful. Sometimes justice doesn't feel like justice at all, but at least now I know where I came from. At least now I know my real name. Have you discovered shocking family secrets through DNA testing? Have you found family you didn't know you'd lost? Share your story in the comments. Subscribe for more true stories about DNA discoveries, family secrets, and the complicated truth about identity. New stories every week. Thanks for listening.